Okay. All right, guys. As everyone's landing into the call today, I'm going to be pasting a link into the chat portion of the Zoom call. Here it comes. Boop, 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 boop. This is the link to Mural. So maybe you guys did a little bit of reading beforehand. If not, that is totally cool. So the way that we run these sessions is that I am going to be speaking and facilitating via my voice over Zoom. And you guys are going to be hanging out in Mural, which is a digital whiteboard space. So if you click on the link that I just pasted into the chat, get yourself, it's going to open up a browser window with the Mural space. So in a perfect world, you would have the Zoom call open, maybe minimized, but you can still hear me speaking, but have the Mural big and open on your, dominating your computer screen, maybe minimize all your extra tabs and your downloads and your streams and your chats, and just try to have the Mural big and open so you can see that space and hear my awesome, awesome voice fueled by Folgers coffee and club sodas today. A little more housekeeping. So I'm just going to kind of run over the same thing again and again as everybody's piling in here. Welcome. Something we like to use during these engagements is the reactions button. At the bottom of your Zoom window is a smiley face with a plus symbol. That is the reactions. Does anybody, could you give me a thumbs up reaction if you guys know? Hey, there we go. We got one. Only one person knows where the button is. Two of them. Oh, man. Perfect. Awesome, guys. We got it. We got it. Thank you very much. Everyone, no problem, Nicole. Record it to your desktop. Just keep in mind that when the session's over, your computer will crunch all that stuff down, and it'll be a little bit of a power hog. All right, I'm seeing a few people flying into the Mural space. I'm gonna get everyone. This is the power of Mural. I'm gonna summon everybody. 10 people are following me. This is awesome. So as you're landing into the call and getting yourself familiar with the setup and the space today, this is Mural. Basically, it's a digital whiteboard. If you want to double click to create a sticky note, you can click once to start writing inside that sticky note. That is how we're going to kind of interact and participate a little bit today. It's only 2:01, so we're just gonna hang out here. If you guys want to try to take a second to get familiar with Mural, one of the really cool features of Mural is the ability to zoom in. So if you're having a hard time reading the text and the stuff, the scale of everything is already established. What you actually do is zoom into the space. So zooming in and out. In the bottom right hand of that Mural window is a cool slider bar with the plus and minus, and it gives you a little mini map of the space we're going to be hanging out in today. So if you want to, again, get in there, zoom in, double click to create a sticky note. Make sure that everybody's alive on the other end. There we go. Merry Christmas. Somebody did it. Amazing. So you're going to hear, if you've signed up for multiple sessions over Changemaker Residency Week, you're going to hear and use Mural probably quite a bit. Just let me adjust my microphone here as well. So I'm assuming that most of the people here either registered for the wrong thing, or maybe you're actually kind of curious about what a Changemaker Pathway is, or nothing else. You didn't know anything else, and you just clicked on it. But that's okay. You're going to learn something. So I'm just going to keep kind of repeating these instructions, get everyone familiar and set up as people start filing in. Is there more people to admit, Nicole? Or is this it? There's no one else waiting in the waiting room?
Everyone's coming in.
Yeah, so you got to make sure we hit admit. How many people are you letting in there?
22, it looks like.
32?
22.
22? Oh man, it's gonna get real here in a sec. Admit all. There's a button at the top.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh man, here we go. Now we're filling up. Woohoo! I was getting worried there that we only had 14 people. Connecting audio, connecting audio. Amazing. Now we have 37 people. That's a little more like it. So yeah, keep an eye on that waiting room section there, Nicole, and see if any stragglers come. I'm going to keep chatting a little bit for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to jump right into the session. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us as you're filing into this amazing Zoom call with us today. My name is Adam. I'm going to be pasting a link into the Zoom chat portion. If you can click on that link for me, that's going to take you to the mural space where we're going to be hanging out and working today. If you could throw your cameras on, if you feel comfortable, that really helps me as a facilitator. I love seeing your smiling faces. It's hard sometimes to crack jokes to a giant grid full of gray squares with white lettering, but I'm also okay with that as well. Not my worst crowd. There we go. So yeah, as you're landing into the call today, I'm pasting a link into the chat. If you want to click on the link, it's going to open up a browser window to Mural. Mural is a digital whiteboard space where we're going to be interacting via sticky notes is kind of the basic function. That's how we're going to be engaging. As you're landing in the Mural, okay, let me summon everyone. 24 people are following me. So this is the first kind of, if you land in here, double click to create a sticky note. And then you can type in that sticky note. If you want to take a second to maybe answer the warm-up question here, guys, what do you think change making is? That would be amazing, just as everyone's getting in and familiar. All right, but now I can hear and see you. That's awesome. I was worried, but I'm glad you can see and hear me now. All right, so as you're landing in it, one of the most powerful parts of Mural is the ability to zoom in and out. If you're having a hard time reading stuff, don't make it bigger. Zoom in tight. The scale of the workshop and the scale of how we're going to be working today is already established by the size of everything that I've built in there. So zoom in, write on a sticky note, take a second to double click and answer the question in there. That would be amazing. My name is Adam, and I am the community animator for the Center for Changemaking and Social Innovation. And yes, that is a real thing. I just wanted to thank everybody for clicking on all the right links, registering for the event, coming out today. We don't have a lot of time. We only have about an hour. So I have with me today, I think she's over here. You can do a high five. Are you over there? Bam. Oh, it did work. Cool. This is Nicole Cicerone. She is my fearless co-pilot today. She's going to be helping you out with any of your questions. She's going to be keeping an eye on the chat window. Not able to open links, so maybe Nicole will paste a fresh link in there. Beautiful. I'm going to say this probably one more time, and then we're going to get going. If you want to click as you're all in here, I think that's everybody, 35, unless there's a
we have 9 people in the waiting room, so I'm just trying to get them in, but it's trying to find how to do that.
If you have the participants window open at the top, it should say admit all.
Oops.
You got it. Not able to open links is invalid. Don't worry, we'll get you a fresh link right now. Share. I will share a link with you. Awesome. I'm going to post this to everybody. Here's a fresh link, everybody. Feel free to click on that. I see some familiar names and faces from other sessions we've run here. Awesome. Okay. Is that everybody, Nicole? Is everybody in?
We have 7 people just joining right now.
Okay. I'll do one more tech blurb, and then we're going to hopefully cover a little bit of ground here.
Awesome. Everyone's in.
Okay, 43 people. We're rolling with it. Again, from the top, my name is Adam, and I am the community animator for the Center for Changemaking and Social Innovation. Thank you very much for joining us today to learn a little bit about, first of all, Changemaker Residency Week and Changemaker Pathway. So we either probably chose this session because you clicked the wrong link, or maybe you wanted to learn a little bit about what a pathway is. And that's why I'm here to shed a little bit of light on that today. Oh, what's going on here? Somebody hijacked my screen. You are viewing iPhone's screen. Uh-oh, what happened here? Somebody shared. That's okay. I like seeing your screen. All right, so hopefully everybody has had an opportunity to click on the mural link there in the chat window. The way the session is going to run real quick again from the top is I'm going to speak via Zoom. So if you want to minimize the call so you can still hear my voice, I'm not able to enter. Are you able to, they're direct messaging me, Nicole, iPhone. I don't know if you want to maybe share a new link here. I'll send a new link. I'm going to move right along here. So if you click on the link, we're going to have the mural space big and open, and that's where we're going to hang out. So most of you guys are in there right now. Nicole is my fearless co-pilot. She's going to field any of your questions. So feel free to private message her, Nicole Cicerone. She's going to help you get into the call and handle any of that stuff. I'm going to jump right in here. So it looks like some people, look, oh, somebody drew a picture. So this is Mural. I am Adam, and welcome. So things you might learn a little bit about today. We're going to learn a little bit about CCSI, the Center for Changemaking and Social Innovation. We're going to learn a little bit about Mural, which you guys already kind of are. You're in there, you're double clicking, you're making sticky notes. We're going to learn about pathways. That's the main reason. That's the focus of today's session. And we're going to help you maybe choose and identify a pathway that resonates with you. So we're going to scroll down a little bit here. Again, I'm speaking to the mural. If you see me looking over here, it's because my mural's over here on a screen. I'm going to get you to summon, and we're going to look at this question here. The task. It says, so here's the list of the 10 icons, the 10 pathways that you're going to hear speak about often in change making and through the residency week. So based purely on the symbol and the name, I'd like you guys to take an opportunity to write your name and your program, or your name and your position, or your name and your title, whatever you want, and place it near, without knowing anything else really about anything, place it near one of the pathways. You can move around the page, Adam. We'll go through it with you. Awesome. I'm here, Mural, but I have no idea how to do it. No problem. No problem, Esther. We got you covered. That's what we're here for. So yeah, tentatively, you guys should be seeing a flurry of activity, a bunch of colored visiting animals scattered all around, people feverishly double clicking and maybe making some sticky notes. I love it. Matthew, business. There's going to be lots of acronyms of programs that I have no idea what they are. That's okay.
Adam, can you give us that tip about hiding other cursors, or do you want everyone to see each other?
Absolutely. So sometimes it gets a little messy when we have 60 people in this space, as I can see it starting to get a little insane in there. That's totally cool. If you hover over your little icon at the bottom, the very bottom of the mural, it should show a nice picture of me wearing a blue shirt and then a bunch of visiting animals, I think. If you hover over your own, you'll get some options that says don't show me cursors. If you click on that one, it will turn off everybody else's cursors so it doesn't look so insane in there. I know it can look a little crazy with all the activities going on. This is awesome. I got a bunch of people. I'm trying to see, again, if you can't read, try to keep your sticky the same size as the other sticky notes that are already there, guys. Zoom in and get tight. That's the power of Mural, is getting in close, working, and then you're able to back out and see what's going on. So I'm just going to take a look and see about some of the programs here. Accounting, engineering, technology. Awesome. Super cool. Oh, what's COPR? I don't know all the acronyms. Does anybody want to let me know what that one is? Anybody? Bueller? No?
Yeah, it's computer programming. Dorub Khan answered in the chat.
Oh, amazing. Thank you very much, guys. Absolutely. So yeah, too, if you guys want to speak or answer in chat, that'd be great. We're probably going to keep everyone muted just so I can kind of plow through this information. So it's awesome. So it looks like we have a pretty good cross section of stuff here, different programs. People are slowly gravitating towards some of the different pathways. We've got a giant sticky note. I'm just going to shrink that one down. Nicole, if you could share the poll link into the chat and make sure it's chatted to everyone. We're going to paste a link real quickly into the chat of a really simple poll that gives you a little bit of more information about the pathways And this will just help us kind of gather where everyone's sitting as far as their interests in the different pathways. So here at the Center for Changemaking and Social Innovation, we are here. At the Center for Changemaking and Social Innovation, we are coaches and guides for building out your change-making journey at Georgian. And part of that journey is the pathways. And I'm going to speak a little bit about that in a minute. Everything from hosting workshops and events like this, and giving you access to social innovation tools and resources. We are here to help you figure out how your studies can be applied to the purpose that involves change-making at Georgian and beyond. As the analogy that I've been using, it is kind of supercharging your journey at Georgian and giving you some awesome skills to take with you that help your employability. So change-making is a bunch of great things that also beefs up your resume after the fact. So everyone's taken a second to kind of click on that poll a little bit. That's awesome, guys. So let's see if this works. Can everybody along the right-hand side of your mural is the outline. In theory, you should be able to click on step 2. Can I get a thumbs up across the Zoom board if that makes sense? If you see the outline in the mural and you can click on step 2. Okay. Nicole, if you can keep an eye on rogue speakers. It's not that we don't want to hear you speak. It's just that we need an opportunity to deliver information. Cool, I'm getting a few thumbs up. That's awesome. Oh, somebody put a big scribble there. That's okay. All right, so I think most of the people were able to click on step 2, looking pretty good. And just in case anybody can't follow, I'm just gonna do a quick summon and that will bring everybody here. So I just wanted to take a bit of a survey here. And what do you think a Changemaker pathway is? Does anybody want to come off mic and maybe share their insight or maybe throw something in the chat about what you think it is? Or you can answer via sticky note in the mural. Lots of ways to engage and interact. Direct message, I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear me? Yeah? I'll bring my microphone a little bit closer. I am speaking at breakneck speeds. All right, nobody's, oh yeah, I see a couple, yeah, there we go. A couple people writing. What do you think? What do you think a Changemaker pathway is and why the heck do you care? I'm hoping that maybe you joined the session today because you wanted to know what a pathway was. Yeah, just take a minute and get in there, getting motivated, motivational sessions, innovation. Awesome. Yeah, some great answers coming into the mural here, guys. Learn about industry. Beautiful. A discovery experience. That's awesome. Cool. Those are some great answers, guys. Suggesting new changes. Yep, these are awesome. You guys are getting it. You're nailing it. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit right here. I'm going to summon once again with the power of mural and being a mural master. I'm going to summon you all to see exactly what I'm seeing here on the space. So this is the way I like to explain, and this is the way I understand Changemaking Pathway since I've joined on with the center and had to learn all of this stuff for the first time. Is basically everything Changemaking at Georgian falls out. We at the center view everybody as a change maker. So that's kind of like I call it it's like the Avengers Initiative. Everybody a change maker, no matter your skill set, what you're doing, your job, your career, or what you have going on, everybody can be and is a change maker. So it starts off with that as the very tip of the iceberg. And part of, if you look at this awesome journey map that we've created here, essentially you're at the very first stepping stone of this change making journey at Georgian. And so where the pathways comes into play here is, I'm assuming most of you guys have made your Changemaker profiles and kind of read a little bit about that or seen some about that through some of our social media and in order to get in on this session. If not, no problem at all. But essentially a pathway, after you've created your profile, a pathway is essentially what type of change maker are you seeing yourself as? It's to give you a little bit of a starting point to help to identify with the type of engagements and programming that you might want to fill out. Because change making is this kind of giant, abstract, continuously moving concept. And so where do you join? Where do you start? Where do you align? So the Everybody a Changemaker campaign, or the kind of overarching thing, really helps you align your particular program and who you are and where you're at with a pathway, and essentially widget those things together to help supercharge, that's what I say, help supercharge what you have going on at Georgian. So when you create your profile, you choose a pathway. So you're going to, maybe you're thinking, oh, I really just want to be an empathizer. I just want to like help out. I want to be a volunteer and volunteer for some of these programs. Or I really want to like dig in deep and do something, you know, I want to, when I graduate, I want to make some policies and shake things up higher up the ladder and big and from the inside. So it's, how do you take those pathways and how do you connect those to what you're already taking at Georgian? So this kind of, some giant sticky notes. So I'm going to quickly just walk through this journey map. Like I said, this is the easiest way for me to explain it and understand it. You've started at Georgian College. You've heard about change making. You've created your Changemaker profile. And then you're going to choose your pathway. It's kind of like the character select screen in a game a little bit. You know, do you want to be a paladin or a mage? Who knows? Sorry, that was change making in the workplace. I'm not sure. So yes, I'm going to keep on trucking here. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. So that's essentially, in a nutshell, what the pathway is. It's one of these 10 kind of predetermined ways that you can engage with change making at Georgian to give you a little bit of a direction as you're starting off and wanting to get involved and learn a little bit more and wanting to start to accumulate some of these awesome skills and participate in the programming. So pathway is just, they're not vertical. It's not like one is better than the other. It's the most easy explained as being linear. They're all the same. They're entry points depending on the interest that you have. And then you can also pursue multiple ones at the same time. Absolutely, you can be an empathizer, but maybe you really want to dig in. There's a subject matter that you're really passionate about and want to pursue a little bit of the activist programming, learn some of those skills about how to be an activist about a particular subject matter. So that's where the pathways are. So I was going to check my little sweet outline I have here. We're running pretty much on schedule. Does anybody have any questions? I would love to maybe field does anybody want to throw their microphone on and ask a question? Put me to the test.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah,
can you hear me? Oh, yeah, great. Totally. Okay. So there's some virtual component to this change-making setup here, where we're supposed to have some sort of app and there's some sort of record of like points or some kind of thing. Like I was a little bit like uncertain in leaderboard. It's just because part of the reason I'm here too is also because there's like a paper that we have to write for graduating in lieu of missing one of our co-ops. So I was just like, I want to make sure I do this the right way, so I'm not like attending it and then not getting credit for it. Is it just like, now that I'm here, does it automatically like update somewhere that I can check in? Or I'm just confused about that.
Yeah, it's a great question. So in theory, that is the way it's built. So if you've created your Changemaker profile using whatever email address that you did, by attending and registering for this session, there is what we're calling innovation capital. So these are all very new. We're prototyping. We're rolling this stuff out in real time with you guys. You guys are part of the experience. This is the first time we've kind of released it into the wild. So in theory, this is the way it goes, is you create your profile. Each one of these sessions that you've registered has a point value attached to it. We're able to see on the back end that Jeff registered for this event and that you will get your innovation capital awarded to your Changemaker profile for attending this event. So all of a sudden, your profile is essentially a way to track all the engagements in your change-making journey at Georgian. So basically, your profile will follow with you as we run new events and you attend workshops and pursue change-making things that have innovation capital attached to them. Those automatically get assigned and awarded to your Changemaker profile. So then you're like, why do I care about innovation capital? Well, essentially, what the value is there is it adds on to your resume. This is trackable, authenticated proof that you participated in these additional learnings. So these can be, this ties in later on with some of these micro-credential conversations that are happening. But basically, this is proof that you attended these things and that there is a value there you can link it to your LinkedIn profile. And essentially, you're bolstering and supercharging what you're doing at Georgian. So when you get out, just because you're an engineering student, but if you're an engineering student that attended a bunch of change-making events, it shows that you went above and beyond and you have this additional skill set that's going to make you that much more employable. So not only are you an engineering student, but you're also one that knows how to empathize, how to be a team player, all these 21st century employability skills that are super important that aren't necessarily taught strictly in the classroom, but you have to kind of seek them out. They're super valuable to employers, but they're not necessarily, you can't just attend an empathy class, but you can acquire those skills and build on those skills by participating in change making. So does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Cool. And yeah, there's going to be lots of confusion, a lot of questions surrounding the profiles and the pathways and the points. Like I said, we literally have been kind of feverishly building these things in the background for the past month, trying to get ready. And this is the first time we've kind of released it into the wild. So there's going to be lots of questions. There's going to be lots of hiccups, but we're all in it together. Is it still
Maybe there's something to do with like a badge or something too? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that's part of that.
Yeah, so there's and that's part of the micro credentials. So a lot of things, yes, there's a badge. Basically, your first thing is you get enough innovation capital to get your badge. And that badge is what we're talking about as far as a digital way to show that you participated in this stuff. And there's a value to that badge when it comes to your resume and employability beyond Georgian. So that's what you're working towards.
Great. Cool.
And Adam, it's Esther, and I have a question.
Absolutely.
And hi to Nicole too. I'm just wondering because I did attend one session, maybe two, during orientation, like in August, September. And since that time, I've been meaning to contact somebody, and I've just been so crazy busy, as I know you probably all are. And so, but I was just realizing if I could call somebody, I might be more apt to do that sooner than later because I'm on the computer so much, and then I just don't want to be on it more. And if I'm going to be on the computer, there's always school stuff I can do. But if I'm taking a break from the computer and I can call somebody, I think I'd like to do that. So what number, is that possible? And what number would I call?
Like to discuss or to get information about change making, or what would you want from the call?
Yeah, because I'm not that computer savvy, so I'm kind of learning. Like I think I got something on a sticky note there, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I'd like to just talk to somebody at some point, just to get some more basics.
No, that's some great feedback. As of right now, we don't have like a toll-free or a hotline set up, but that's really awesome. Obviously, we're all living in this virtual space right now, and we're communicating via Zoom and Teams and WebEx and all the other different virtual platforms. So essentially the equivalent, we do have, the closest thing I can offer is we do have open drop-in sessions every week. So someone from the center is available. They basically just turn their call on and we're just sitting here working, but we're available essentially for a drop-in. So you can drop into the call or into the chat and ask us questions about what's going on. So I can make sure that you get that information about when all the drop-in sessions are. We're basically, that's something that we have ongoing. So you have the ability to just, if you have a question or just want to pop in or whatever, you're doing that, but instead of stepping into the office, you're stepping into the virtual space, but it is an open call. So that's the closest thing I can offer that we have established right now for that.
Yeah, that sounds really good, because I don't feel like this is the forum for me to do what I want to do in terms of questions that I want to ask and stuff, because anyway, so that would be great. So now how are you going to let me know that, or how do I find that out?
That is a great question. Give me a minute and I'll figure out.
Esther, I took your name down, so I can follow up with you afterwards. I'll just find your information in our database somewhere. I'm sure
Super.
we can get some information to you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for those questions. It's great for me to, hopefully it's not too boring for everybody, but it's also really great for me to talk about this stuff because we've been living in it. So it's nice to hear some of the perceptions of this information as we're rolling it out. So I appreciate the honest feedback and the authenticity of everyone participating today as well. So we've talked a little bit about the context of what the pathway is. It's a 1 of 10 type of starting points for how you're going to participate in change making at Georgian and beyond. So I'm going to take this right up to, if everybody wants to click on step 3 in our outline. So along the right-hand side of your mural space, if you click on step 3. Oh yeah, look at everyone. Look at everyone. This is craziness. So cool. All right. So everyone's here. So now that we've talked, actually, I'll speak a little bit about each of this. So this is basically the same 10 pathways, but with a little bit of a further description laid out here. I'm just going to quickly, high level, go over each one of them as a very base level. I'll give you an example of some students, the type of students that had an idea, reached out to the center, participated in something, and what that looked like. And that's essentially kind of where we're starting to drive people and the conversations that we're having. So again, these are all viewed as linear, not horizontal. There's not one is better than the other. These are just meant to be access points for people depending on their interests. Obviously, strength-based approach is the best. If you're interested in something and something's really resonating with you, that's what you want to pursue, right? You don't want to come out of the left field and learn a ton about research if you have no interest in research. So that's why we've kind of done this cross section. Yes, somebody's putting pictures in. I love it. I love it. So yeah, you can do videos. You can put pictures and GIFs inside Mural. I'm very visually entertained and engaged. So I try to, I love the power of GIFs. So in here, so we have our policy maker. And some of you guys answered this in the poll already. I want to work with multiple groups to design and develop new models and policies to promote social change. Social innovator. I want to create new strategies, products, or ideas to address social issues. And I'll say probably one of the most popular and most accessible and easy to get is the entrepreneur. I want to take responsibility for making change in whatever community or organization I am part of. So this pathway is essentially saying, no matter what you're already doing, if you're already working as part of a larger group or another organization, that you're going to work from within that space that you are already in to help change happen. And people often say, well, what is change making? And that's the hard part, is it's not so much a tangible thing as it is an idea or a concept. It's kind of a moving target, and change can be something very small, like, I don't know, holding the door for somebody behind you at the grocery store, all the way up to like the Elon Musks of the world coming up with crazy new inventions and apps. So that's where you're trying to get a little bit of clarity about where you want to get involved. It's not all about inventing crazy new technologies. That's not what it's about. But it's about seeing what you're interested in and seeing an opportunity to make a change happen, and then seeking out the knowledge and resources to do that. And that, in a nutshell, is the definition. The easiest way to describe what a change maker is someone who wants change, any change, big or small, and seeks out the knowledge and resources to make that happen. And we are meant to act as that bridge to that knowledge and resources here at the center. So I hope that gives a little bit of clarity. I'll draw your attention to the social entrepreneur. So this project here, I'll do a quick little summon here. So this was an amazing project by a group of social service workers from 2 years ago, part of the Nourish initiative. And they had the idea for this passive greenhouse project. So essentially the project, they had the concept for it. It was to teach some hard skills to females, also to help food insecurities and gain employability skills. So they came up with this idea to team up with local community partners to provide blueprints and plans and the actual materials for these houses, then to train people how to build them. So you're getting a skill set to get more be more employable, as well as by building the greenhouse, you've then solved another issue of some food insecurity. So you're able to use the house that was built in order to start greenhouses and grow, which teaches a whole other set of skills. So this is just a really an example of a set of students that kind of resonated with a particular pathway, and then they joined on with the center, were able to participate, and then they were connected with the right community partners to flush this idea out, to take it from a concept all the way into actual something that's tangible. I'm trying to connect using my laptop. Can you please let me in? If you could throw, instead of direct messaging me, guys, if you could message Nicole, because I'm not paying attention at the chat window. Awesome. Yeah, somebody put a GIF in there of a cute dog. That makes me super, super happy. So now that we know, okay, yeah, I see a few sticky notes. I want people not to be narrow-minded. Awesome. Yes, some change in the world. I love it. Okay. So in theory, what I had planned for this is, now that we've talked a little bit about some of the different pathways, I'm not going to go over each one of them. Yes, there's some really funny things landing in here. Change, research analysis. So I was hoping that now that we know a little bit more about what the pathways are, if your answer from the beginning still made sense and you wanted to apply it to the same thing here. Looks like things are getting nice and crazy in here. Yes, some sticky notes with writing. I see some Dragon Ball Z, some Christian Bale. I love it, guys. Yeah, you can draw in this. Did you know that? Does anybody have any questions? It's going to kind of open it up. Like, the pathways isn't like a super saturated topic. If you have any questions about change making or the residency week, that's cool. I also have this opportunity. I did build a little activity. If you guys wanted to do something crazy and do an activity as a group, all of us together for 10 minutes, I built an activity as well. Anybody have any questions, or is there a show of thumbs up maybe if you guys want to do this cool little breakout room activity? No thumbs up. Oh, I see one thumb up. Couple. First of all, before we do that, we have a few minutes. Does anybody have any questions? I kind of just been rambling on here. Like I said, it's not a super thick topic to get into. The pathways are pretty self-explanatory, but it's, again, just kind of a starting point. If you view it as your character select, what type of character, change-making character do you want to be at Georgian? Depending on the program and your interests, it's just meant to be a way to kind of pick where to start. Okay, so there's no questions. I think we should try this cool activity. Are you ready, Nicole? Okay, so what's going to happen? We're only going to do it for 5 minutes because I don't know if this will explode the internet or not, but we're all guinea pigs. Try to contain how excited you all are. I can tell via all these gray squares here that I'm looking at. So Nicole's going to break us all into 4 breakout rooms in Zoom. When she hits the breakout room button, you'll be assigned to room 1, 2, 3, or 4. You have to accept the invite, which is very important. You'll be prompted to join the room. So you have to join the room. And then when you join the room, along the right-hand side of the mural, it says room 1, 2, 3, 4. So just click on your room in the mural, depending on what Zoom room you're at, and it will take you to a space on the mural, okay? Does that make sense? Thumbs up, any feedback? Okay, yeah, I got 1 thumbs up, 2. Okay, so Nicole's gonna put you into breakout rooms, accept the invite, and then you're going to be whisked away to your own Zoom call, and everybody click on the room number that corresponds with the breakout room you're in, and you're going to go to a workspace on the mural with a very simple instruction. And I want you to follow that instruction and work as a team. And we're going to do it for 5 minutes and see what happens. And then we'll all be brought back here. So Nicole, are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Okay, you ready to push the big button?
And I'm adding everyone manually, or?
No, do automatically. Set it to 4 rooms and then, okay. Cool.
Oh gosh, hold on. I'm gonna start this from scratch.
Oh,
sorry,
good.
I was
we're all learning together. This is a safe space. Oh, I see some thumbs up showing up. I love how messy you guys made this mural. Oh, that's a really sweet drawing. You need to come. Hopefully some of you guys are on the visual thinking workshop that's right after this one that I'm running, where you get to use the pen tool a lot.
Okay, I'm just setting the timer. Sorry guys, just figuring this out.
Amazing. Cool.
You get invites?
Oh, so did you push the button? You got to let everybody know that you're going to do it. Did you start breakout rooms?
I did, but I selected manually at first. So let's go back. I'm closing the rooms.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Bear with us.
Sign automatically. Here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Hey everyone, did we get to see room 4 in the tab of the mural?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So what do we see as the directions? It says work as a team to cover all the light orange squares with black sticky notes. So does everyone get what we're doing?
Whoa. Okay, so we were brought to somewhere on the mural. It looks like I'm still in the same location.
Okay, so we're room 4, right? So if you click room 4, the tab on the outline.
Oh, on the outline? Okay, hold on a sec.
In mural. And it says the directions to cover all the orange squares with black sticky notes.
Can we just wait? I was been logged out from Mural.
Okay, so I'll share the visitor link.
Accept all cookies. Oh, there it is. It was blocked.
And here's a tip. I'm going to share the link. So here's a tip. Once you select the black sticky note, then you can just double click into the mural and it will just bring one up for you. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm just kind of clicking away here. Is that working for you? I see some movement happening. This is looking good. Okay, are you guys set? I'm going to go help someone in another room. I'm just going to add to the chat the link, okay? You guys are good?
Hi.
Hi, Sinal.
Hi, Nicole. Actually, I'm confused. What are we supposed to do for these 5 minutes?
Okay, so we have a minute left. This is room 3, right? So we're in the outline in Mural. If you select room 3, it will say work as a team to cover all the light orange squares with black sticky notes. Stop when you've reached the edge of your zone. And here's a tip, guys. If you select on the sticky notes tab, you'll see there's the black one. Once you've selected that, you can just start double clicking all throughout because it will always do the black one from now on. Is that working for everybody?
You said the orange squares, right?
We're covering up the orange squares with black sticky notes. Yep, you got it. So we have
Okay.
about a minute left and it's going to bring us into the chat. So let's work hard to get all these squares covered. Ooh, I see some really big squares. I think they're supposed to match the same size, but that's a good creative way. So everyone's able to add some squares. You guys are, it's looking good. So just in 10 seconds, we're all coming back together. Keep clicking.
We're back. Nicole, did you send yourself to a breakout room?
Yeah, I did. I was helping group 3 and 4. How about you?
Yeah, no, I went to room 1 there. I forgot. I was planning on leaving us out of the session, so I forgot to like not include us in the breakout rooms, but it was okay. It's all good. Wow. This is awesome. Okay, I think we're all back now. Are we back? Everyone should be back. No, 11.
People are still coming back.
Okay, I think it forced everybody. We're all back. Okay. So how do we get back to grid view? Gallery. Awesome. Okay, guys. So that was pretty awesome. I'm going to invite you guys all to follow me now. I'm assuming maybe some of you guys figured out what we were working on. First of all, congratulations on being part of this crazy experiment. We all made it back from the breakout rooms. And we were all working together as 46 people to make this picture of Charlie. So first of all, I'm glad this worked. It must have been kind of ridiculous to double click 1,000 times to make sticky notes. And you're probably like, what the heck was the point of all this? Well, the point is now that we're all zoomed out, this is a great exercise. Someone needs to join. This is a great exercise to show the importance of the micro and the macro in the world. Working right inside something, an organization, right inside your class or your social circle, being really focused and narrow on a small part of something. But then remembering also to take a second, just take a step back out and look at the whole picture. Because all those little things that you're working on and all those little pieces and all those little skills that you're building, they're all a part of a larger picture. And they all equate to something great. So at first it didn't look like we were going to do it, but I'm pretty stoked that we really made this thing happen here, guys. And that we didn't explode the internet because I had no idea if that was going to work or not. So does anybody have any closing thoughts here in these last couple minutes? Any questions for me or for Nicole or about the center or about Changemaker and Residency Week? How to get involved, innovation capital points, profile setups. Did anybody even enjoy being here today besides me? Because I could listen to myself talk all day long. All right. I'm getting no action, no chat. Anybody want to come off mic? Oh, I got a heart. That's all worth it then. I got one heart emoji.
Hi.
Yes.
So I just wanted to know that how does this help with job search? Because I'm attending this session to make up for my project. That will give me a credit for co-op. So I'm not very sure like how does this help with the job search?
Yeah, so a lot of you guys are here through GCSA and you needed to accrue 15 points. So you, by registering for this session, you will have the points associated to your Changemaker profile. That's something we do on the back end. You don't have to worry about it. Just enjoy the content and learn a few things, but we will make sure that for the sessions that you attended, you will absolutely get the points for it, and there'll be a record of that at the end.
Okay, thank you. And am I getting a certificate or something like completion
Absolutely.
for these?
Yeah, so not for the individual sessions. There will be a record that you attended these sessions. You'll get the points for them. But when you get that 15-point threshold, that's when we're going to be issuing, I believe it's called the Grizzly Go patch. And that is essentially your certificate that encompasses all the programming that you attended. So that's where the value is in that digital patch that will be awarded after everyone participating.
Sorry, all right. So one more thing. You said that you guys are tracking all the content of the students who are attending the session. But when I was registering for the session, I registered it with my personal email, not with the college email. So does that makes any difference?
Did you make a Changemaker profile?
Yeah, but I registered it with my personal email.
With your personal, did you use the same email for your profile as you did to register for the session?
Yeah, probably.
If you use the same email that you created your profile with and to register for, that's awesome. If you didn't, we can definitely make sure that you get it. Just reach out to us when this is all done. There's going to be a little bit of a delay between us kind of calculating and figuring everything out and making sure everybody's got what they participated. Where do you create the profile, Nicole? Do you have the link there?
Yeah, the change making at Georgian.
That's the one.
Let me just copy that.
So yeah, if you use the same email, that's great. If you didn't, absolutely reach out to us at the center. And there's going to be a lot of, I think, figuring stuff out on the back end. Like I said, this is the first time we're rolling this out. Nobody will be missed, and we'll make sure everybody gets the credit they deserve.
Thank you so much. I'm very glad to attend this session. Thank you.
Oh, no problem, guys. Thanks for being here. I had a fun time running this. I hope you learned a little bit of something about something, and that was awesome.
Hi, Adam. This is Zinal.
Yes.
I had a question. Actually, there are so many workshops during this week. So to get the credit for co-ops, any of the session, I mean, if you attend any session, is that okay? Or there are any specific session that we need to attend for getting the credit?
No, you can I think you have to get 15 points is kind of what they're trying to, so you can get those 15 innovation capital points by attending any sessions you want. And if you aren't able to attend the live sessions, a lot of the sessions have been recorded, so you can actually participate in them after the fact via the YouTube channel. There'll be a link to the mural, and then you can watch the video and participate to make sure you still get the point, even if you weren't able to attend the actual session.
Okay, thank you so much.
Just for all the co-op students on here, we've actually kind of changed our language, Adam. So it's just, there's 5 sessions that you have to attend.
Oh, okay, cool, sorry.
Don't worry about points. You'll still get those points, but it's 5 sessions. And just read the descriptions, like see what's interesting to you. There's a lot of different offerings, and you might see some that resonate more with you in the Changemaker pathway that you choose. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. If you're a co-op student, I'll put my email in the chat. But I really encourage you to do some of the ones called The Comeback, about job search resiliency. We have Jobs of the Future. So there's lots of different ones. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
All right. If that's it, actually, I have a session that starts right after this one. So I'm going to, if there's no more questions, I'm going to jump off. We're going to end this call. It has been recorded. It will be posted to our YouTube channel. And absolutely reach out to anybody at the center or, oh, okay. And we'll make sure you guys get what you need. Is that cool, Nicole?
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
All right, cool. So we're going to shut, I'm going to leave. And if you want to hang back for a second, I think the other one is started on a separate account, so there's no overlap, okay?
Okay. Sounds
Awesome.
good.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Esther. You're still on mute.
I just wanted to say thanks and
Oh, no problem. Thanks for participating.
you're welcome.
Thank you for
Hi there.
clarifying some things.
No problem, Jeff. You're just cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I know it's I don't know, it's I work from home, so maybe it's all the internet connection
Definitely. If you're
that's going
joining,
on at once. It could be that. So does my
yeah,
wife.
if you're joining other sessions, maybe try like taking out like any other programs, like closing down any other programs. That could help. I'm not sure. But these murals, they use a lot of bandwidth and Zoom as well, so that could be it. Do you have any more questions, Jeff?
I think I'm good. Like I understand now that there's a certain number that we have to attend where we get points for. And then 15 points is a badge, which equals 5 sessions. Is this considered a session? I'm already signed up for 5 more. I'm just curious.
Yeah, definitely. This is a session. So you will see it if you use the same email that you, for registration that you used in your Changemaker profile. It's all going to sync up at some point. I'm not sure if that happens immediately, but
Perfect. Okay.
it should, yeah. Awesome. Anuj, I did write back to you. So if you used your email to log in here today, and it's the same as your Changemaker profile, you should get your credits. If you have any other questions, just I'm putting my email in the chat, and then we'll sign off. But make sure you check your profile in the next couple days before reaching out. It should show up for you. Okay, everybody. I hope you guys all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week. There's lots of awesome sessions. I don't have the YouTube channel yet, but as long as you're registered in Changemaking Profile, I'm sure you're going to be reached out to with information. If you've registered for 5 sessions, you should be good. But you're welcome to sign up for more if they're of interest to you. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Have a great day. No problem, Anuj. Take care. Bye, everyone. Thanks for participating.